Hey guys, so this part of the certification exam is to have you set up a YUM or DNF package repository, right? So we know that YUM stands for Yellow Dog Updater Management, and DNF stands for Dandified YUM, right? So DNF is just an upgraded version of YUM, right? The YUM was there forever. Now they have DNF, which is an updated version of YUM. So let's go ahead and do that. That's pretty much straightforward. Now, in the exam, they would have provided you with some repos. Now, if we go to your website, right, and click on that, and this right here is Object 3 in your class website. So you click on that. I mean, in the certification guide. So you click on that, and then you go to YUM DNF package repository. So in the exam, this is what they want you to do. Now, they want you to set up a YUM or DNF repository using these two URLs. So what we will do, right, is we're gonna just do just that. And let's what I'll suggest is let's first of all log into our system. I want us to log in from the command prompt. That it will make it easy, right? Or let's see. Yeah. So again, let's log in from the command prompt. All right. Well, I have so many prompts right here, but I wanted to let me bring up this one and I will log in from the command prompt. So from the command prompt, we're just gonna do our SSH, add the IP address of that server, 192.168.2, I think it was 59, and we're gonna do our root, SSH root. All right, put a space right there, and we just type our yes. And we enter the password and we are in that server. All right, so we're in that server and let me enlarge my screen so we can see better, right? And that's it. That's why I like this, so we can enlarge everything. All right, so we have to do that. Now, for us to create this repository, right, we can name the repository. One will be base OS, the other one will be AppStream. So the first thing is to cd into where repositories are stored, which is cd etc yum um, um, yum dash repo. See, this is it. This is the directory repo. The repo files are stored. So just cd into that. Now let's first of all do an ls. So right there, we don't have any repository in there. So let's add our repository. So the first thing is to actually create a file. So we'll just vi into a file, and this right here will actually create the repo file. So we will do the first one, which will be base OS, right? Base OS um dot repo, right? Or let's just call it let's just call it exam repo, something like that, right? So let's call that exam repo. Just hang on one second. Let me adjust. All right, let's keep going, guys. So let's go back and do this. I wanted to just enlarge my screen right here. All right, I think I'm sharing something else. Now let's go back and do that. I think this should be the right one. All right, this one right here. All right, so yeah, I think right here. Sorry, guys, shared the wrong screen before. So this should be the right screen. All right, so now we have seeded into this YUM repo and I want us to create, right? I want us to create So the repo file. So let's just call this repo file, whatever. Now you if they don't give you a name at exam, you can use whatever name you want to for the repo file. And we will just press enter. It opens up. And what we want to do is we want to create the various repos. So we're going to label the repo. You already know if you want to label the repo, you use squares, right? So let's do an insert right there. And we do our square. And we will call that first one the base OS, right? Right there. And right there, we're going to do the name. So name, we just call these um, RAL 9 base OS. And now, so for the base URL, so you just go to the same exam guide, right? The exam guide has that base URL. So we just go copy, right? If we were to look at let me go back so you see I just copy that directly from the exam. So you can just copy. So for base URL, so the it will be base URL, and then you just do equal to, and then you copy this. So you copy that, and then you dump that in there, right? And then the next one is so you will do enabled. So just do enable right there. So enable. So this is for the first one. So enabled means you are actually turning it on, and then there's no key to access this repo. So it will do our GPG key or GPG check, right? The GPG check, there's no key. So we'll do GPG check equal to 0, which means there's no key. So that's that for this one. Now, if you then you have to do the second one, you can copy this and you can paste it here and just make some changes just so it's easier. Oops, that's not what we wanted. We wanted to copy this whole thing right here. Just right click, and then paste it. So once you right click, you just paste, and then you can go in there and you can make your changes. So right there, this one will be the app stream, right? App stream, and the square, and you change the name as well. So for the name, it could be Rail 9 app stream right there. And now for the URL, you see the URL is different from what we have in the exam. So like I said, it could the URL will be they will give you their own URL. But for this practice exercise, let's get this one, right? Let me just minimize the screen as well, just so we can have this side by side. Let me minimize everything else that's on the screen. All right, so right here, we can just copy, and right here, we just paste, and everything else looks the same, right? So right now, then you just save and quit. Now, if you want to cut the file to verify, now remember, you in there, if you want to just cut that repo file to remember to just verify, then you can see right there, that's what we have. So once you're done with this, you can also verify, right? You can go right here, you can do your yum clean all, right? And then you can do your yum repo list. And you can see right there, those are the two repos that we added. And if you do yum list all, it will just list the packages inside of those repo. So you can see scanning those two repos, and you can see those are the packages inside of those repos right there. You can see how it says it right here. These are the packages in AppStream. You have the base OS and you have the packages in there. So they want you to do this. And So that's that for this one, right? And so we're gonna move on to the next one. So that's that for that project. So you take care. God bless you all, and see you in the next project.